Welcome to Learning Improvement, a short professional development series from the Office of Institutional Research and Assessment at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. In this first episode, we will distinguish a completed assessment report from a genuine learning improvement effort. The goal is not another reporting requirement. It is clearer reasoning between evidence, action, and follow-up. Documentation is necessary, but it is not the outcome. Pause for a moment and think of one recent assessment finding from your program. What did it suggest about student learning? More importantly, what changed because of it? A report may document a result without changing curriculum, pedagogy, advising, or student support. Learning improvement begins when faculty use evidence to change students' learning conditions intentionally. That work can be organized into 3 moves: diagnose, design, and follow-up. First, diagnose a learning need supported by evidence. Second, design a targeted, feasible response that the program can implement. Third, decide in advance what evidence will inform the next decision. Follow-up is not an afterthought. It is part of designing the improvement effort. Assessment and learning improvement play different, complementary roles. Assessment generates and interprets evidence. It identifies patterns and gaps, supports faculty decisions, and documents progress. Learning improvement begins after interpretation. It names a learning need, changes a learning condition, and later examines whether the change plausibly helped. Good assessment is essential evidence infrastructure, but evidence alone does not alter students' learning experience. Until follow-up evidence exists, call the work an improvement effort, not demonstrated improvement. A simple model is assess, intervene, and reassess. The first assessment establishes a useful baseline and identifies a specific learning need. The intervention changes curriculum, pedagogy, advising, or support. Reassessment examines comparable evidence. It helps faculty decide whether to retain, refine, or replace the change. Repeated assessment without the middle step is only repeated measurement. Programs do not all begin from the same place. The Learning Improvement Community Blueprint describes a developmental progression. 3 stages are especially relevant for assessment coordinators. At the aligning stage, the program connects its outcome, assignment, rubric, and faculty question. That connection makes the evidence interpretable. At the participating stage, faculty engage in shared inquiry and define the learning problem together. At the leading stage, the program coordinates redesign, implementation, and reassessment. This is not a new UNC rating system. Programs need not move through the stages in a perfectly linear way. The practical question is simply, what is the next realistic step? A defensible improvement claim, therefore, has 3 parts. First, evidence of need. What specifically do students need to learn better? Second, a targeted change. What will be different for students? Where will it occur and who will be responsible? Third, follow-up evidence. What comparable evidence will faculty examine? When will they examine it? And what decision will it support? If any one of these parts is missing, the claim is incomplete. A targeted change documents an improvement effort. Follow-up evidence supports the later judgment that learning improved, or that the action needs refinement. In the next episode, we will diagnose the common points where improvement claims break down. This episode draws on the Learning Improvement Community Blueprint and work by Fulcher and colleagues. Sources and additional workshop resources appear on screen and in the video description. Thank you for watching.